everyone, welcome to the Wednesday Forever in Motion Facebook Live class. My name is Amanda and I will be your instructor for today's class. You will need a chair and an exercise band, as well as water, and also some good shoes, so some runners or something on your feet. Make sure you clear a little bit of an area in front. We're going to do a bit of a step sequencing, kind of cardio / brain health / balance kind of routine to get us warmed up and get going. So give yourself a little bit of room, always having the chair close by, and we'll get started. So let's always just start. I'm going to move my chair out of the way a little bit. So we always want to start with our ABCs, okay? So our feet hip width apart, okay? Shoulders down and back, squeeze the abdominals, that's your A. Squeeze and tuck your bum, that's your B. We have two C's, so the first C is to open up our chest, and the second C is to tuck our chin. Right, so we were here, we just want to bring it to here. We want to hold this position so we have good neck and spine alignment, okay? And then from here, I just want to warm up a little bit through our shoulder blades and our upper back. So I want you to lift your arms up just till below your shoulders. You can wiggle your fingers and then slowly bring your hands behind your back just until you feel your shoulder blades squeezing. So it's not a matter of how far can I get my arms back, because then my shoulders pop forward. It's actually just back far enough so you can feel your shoulder blades squeezing. We're going to hold it here, breathing, still tucking that bum, come down. So you should feel the muscles in between your shoulder blades working on this one. So come up, wiggle your fingers. I can see my fingers, and then I'm slowly going to bring them behind my back just until I feel my scapular retraction, so my scapulars squeezing and release. Good. One more. Up. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Slowly bring your hands back. Squeezing. And release. Good. So you should feel that right between those shoulder blades. So those are the muscles that are actually quite weak because we were like this through a lot of our day, okay? So just by doing a scapular retraction exercise where you have to squeeze your shoulder blades together, okay, is strengthening those muscles, which is really good to help with our posture, okay? Perfect. All right, let's start with a warm-up. So we're gonna get our heart rate up a little bit, and then we're gonna go into that little bit of a step sequence, kind of brain health balance component today. Again, holding on to the chair if you need to, so you can stand behind your chair, holding on, stand beside your chair. Maybe you have a walker in front of you, you can hold on to your walker. Good, nice and tall. Let's just add some jabs. Good, let's take this march a little bit wider. I'm just gently bringing my arms forward and back. Okay, if this is too complicated for you, you can do whatever you want. You can do no arms. Just stick with the legs. Good, let's go back to a narrow march. Good, and wide one more time. Good, and back to narrow. Good. All right, just to kind of get our brain going with the sequencing and a different step pattern, we're going to do a 1, 2, 3 tap exercise next. So you're going to start with your right leg. 1, 2, 3, tap to the front. 1, 2, 3, tap to the front. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. Good. So you can say that in your head. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. Just a smidge faster now. 1, 2, 3, tap. And a little more fluid. Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything different with the arms. We got the legs going. That's probably complicated enough. And you're probably thinking, whew, good thing. 1, 2, 3, tap. So sticking with the taps, let's switch it to a side tap. 1, 2, 3 to the side. 1, 2, 3 to the side. Slowing it down a little bit because it's different. Going to the side instead of to the front. Okay, smidge faster. If you're like, I have no idea what she's got going on, you can stick with just the front taps or just stick with the march. The whole point is to still keep that heart rate up a little bit because we want to get ourselves warmed up. We want to get into our cardio portion. Which is good for our cardiovascular health. Makes the heart stronger. All right, now we're going to tap to the back. 1, 2, 3, back. Back. So I'm just extending that leg back. 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 Good. Still standing up tall, squeezing those abdominals. Again, holding onto the chair if you need to. Good. A few more. 2 more. And last one. Good. Hold the march. Okay, now we're going to get into some step touches, which is kind of getting into our sequence now. So we're going to do a step touch to the side, step touch. Good. Just swinging those arms forward and back, nice and easy. Should really have some music going for this. Didn't think that part through. Maybe next time. Good. 4 more. 3, 2. Now let's double up the step touch. So let's do 2 step touches. Step together, step together. Again, holding onto your chair, so you don't need to take big steps. Okay? Good. We're going to add a clap. Clap. Good. 4 more. 2 more. And last one. Good. Back to just the march. Okay, now we're going to add a grapevine. So you're going to step out, cross behind, step out, together. So let's go slow. Okay, so step out, cross behind, step out, together. Again, my hands are here because if you're holding onto the chair, you might be behind the chair. Okay, so out, behind, out, together. So always step out first, okay? Out, behind, out. There's that clap again. Out, behind, out. Clap, out, behind, out. Clap, out, behind, out. A little bit faster. So out, behind. Again, don't take too big of a step. okay? But make sure you have some room. You're not going to trip on anything. Still focusing on our posture, standing up tall, tightening those abdominals. Hopefully you're having fun with it. Again, you can just stick with the step touches or stick with the marches, whatever you need to do, or maybe you're sitting down and doing it, that's fine too. Just try to keep moving somehow. We still want to keep that heart rate up a little bit because this is still like the cardio portion, okay? Good. 4 more. 3, 2, and last 1. Good. All right. Now let's add another step into this, okay? So if you've ever done line dancing before, you'll probably know this one. It's a little bit of a simplified version. So we're not going to smack our feet and turn around and do all that kind of stuff, but we're going to do a little bit of a simpler version. So you're going to tap with your right leg. So tap twice to the front, tap, tap, tap twice to the back, tap, tap, and then tap front, side, back, together. How do we do? Okay, again, holding onto the chair. Maybe come to the side of the chair if you want. Okay, so let's do the other leg. 2 to the front, 2 to the back, 1 front, 1 side, 1 back, together. Other leg again. 2 to the front, 2 to the back, 1 front, 1 side, 1 back, together. 2 to the front, 2 to the back, 1 front, 1 side, 1 back, together. Okay, we're going to go a little bit, just a smidge faster. Okay, so tap, tap, back, back, front, side, back, together. Switch, front, front, back, back, front, side, back, together. Switch, front, 2, back, 2, front, side, back, together. Front, 2, back, 2, front, side, back, together. So that's working our brain, that's working our balance. Now we're going to combine that with the grapevine. Yay! Okay, are we ready? So let's start over a little bit so we have a little room. Okay, so we're going to tap twice to the front, twice to the back, front, side, back, together. Other leg, front for 2, back for 2, front, side, back, together. Grapevine, step out, behind, out, clap, out, behind, out, and clap. How do we do? I don't know. We'll have to see, I guess. You'll have to let me know. We'll try it again though, a couple times. Okay, so let's start with our taps. 2 to the front, 2 behind. We'll go slow. Front, side, back, together. Switch, 2 to the front, 2 to the back, front, side, back, grapevine. Step out, behind, out, and clap, out, behind, out, and clap. Again, front 2, back 2, front, side, back, together. Front 2, switch, back 2, front, side, back, grapevine. Step out, behind, out, together, out, behind, out, together. Just a smidge faster, and then we're almost done, okay? Big breaths. Remember the posture. Squeeze the abdominals, okay? tuck the chin, squeeze the bum. Here we go. Front, back, front, side, back. Together, front, back, front, side, back. Grapevine. Step behind. And again, front two, back two, front, side, back. Together, front two, back two, front, side, back. Together, grapevine, grapevine. Last time. Front two, back two, front, side, back. Together, front two, back two, front, side, back. Grapevine, grapevine. Good, all right, good job. Enough of that, we're done. Okay, grab some water. We'll try it again, maybe next time I'm teaching. See how everyone does. Hopefully you didn't get too frustrated with it. Okay, but let's get into our strength portion of the class now. So, if you need to bring your heart rate down a little bit more, because your heart rate got up a little bit, make sure you stick with the marching, or even just a nice easy step touch. Okay, my heart rate's not too bad. Okay, maybe your brain hurts, that's okay. But I'm going to get right into the next exercises, okay? We're going to do a bit of a combination exercise here. So I actually want you to stand on your band if you can. Okay, so my feet are on top of the band. Okay, from here we're going to do a squat with an arm curl. Okay, if you're holding weights, you just hold them down by your side. Or you can do a sit and a stand. I'll show you that option next. Okay, so a squat, first thing to move is our hips. So your hips go back, you bend your knees, my back is flat. Okay, as I come up, I'm doing an arm curl. Good, so hips go back, make sure your knees aren't over your toes, and up. I'll show one more and then I'll show you the seated version. Down and up. Okay, so you can keep going. You can also sit if you want and just do the arm curl. Or if you need to, you can use your hands, stand up, curl, and then reach back and sit down. Okay, so standing up, curl, and sit down. Okay, all right. Let's do a few more of these. So I'm really going to stick my hips back. Make sure your feet are at least hip width apart. So squat down as you come up, curl the arms, elbows in, down, come up, curl, down and up, curl, and down and up, curl. All right, let's go down and forward. Let's slow this whole thing down a little bit. So let's go down in 4 counts and then come up in 4 counts. So let's really make those quads work and your glutes and your hamstrings, okay? So hips go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, slow up. 2, 3, 4, curl up. 2, 3, 4, and slow right down. Squats again, down. 2, 3, 4, and up. 2, 3, 4, curl up. 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, couple more times, slow down. 2, 3, 4, and up. 2, 3, 4, arm curls. 2, 3, 4, and down. Last time, here we go, slow. 2, 3, 4, and up. 2, 3, 4, and up. 2, 3, 4, and slowly down. Good, perfect, okay? Now I want you to keep your right leg, left leg, whatever that's like. Do you see me do, just do. Whatever leg I have under, whatever it looks like for you, okay? So just one leg, one foot is on the band, okay? Now I'm gonna let go. I'm gonna actually bring the band a little more towards one side, okay? So they're definitely not even, you see that? Okay, and then I'm gonna let go of that. So whatever leg is standing on the band, you're gonna let go of that hand, okay? We're gonna do a side lunge with a lateral raise, okay? Another little combination exercise here, okay? So what it looks like is I'm gonna take a big step out, okay? I'm gonna bend this knee, this leg stays straight, and I'm gonna lift my arm just till my shoulder, and it's straight, and then back down and come together, okay? I'm gonna move over just a little bit so I don't get out of the camera view here. Okay, so you go out, arm is straight, this leg is straight, this leg is bent, and then I come together. Now, if you need to hold on to the chair, you can. Pretend there's a chair in front of me, I'm holding it here, okay? Out, together. You can also do this without the band, okay? If you're finding it hard on the shoulder, okay? You can also try to make sure you give yourself more slack this way, so maybe you step closer to the end of that side of the band, okay? But we're working your legs, glutes again, okay? We're also working your inner thighs, and then our shoulders together. Good. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Good. All right, switch. I'm going to come to this side again, but I have a lot more band on this side than I do on the floor. So I switch legs, I switch which hands it's in. Okay, again, you can be behind your chair. Okay, I'll just show you this. You can be behind your chair, holding onto your chair and doing it, right? Same idea, okay? All right, here we go. Make sure you have some room. Okay, feet together, and out, and in. I gotta give myself a little more room so you can see the full picture. So, out, knee is bent, leg straight, arm is straight, just to shoulder height. We don't want to bring it up here. Just to shoulder height, if not a little bit lower. And then together, out, together, out. You really got to make sure you put your foot down on that band. I've done this before in class, and people have stepped out and they've lifted up, and away the band goes, which is really pretty. It's kind of like a firework, right? Or those gymnastics that do rhythmic gymnastics, that kind of a thing. But we want to be careful and make sure you've got a good foot placement on that band, so that band doesn't fly away. Good. Together, out, together, good. 3 more, 2 more, and last 1. Perfect, great. Let's grab some water, okay? Perfect. What do we got for time? Okay, let's grab your bands. Okay, we're going to do another kind of exercise where we're going to incorporate balance as well. Lots of balance in today's class. Usually is, but I'm trying to really focus a lot more on it today. With every exercise that we do, I'm going to try to add a little bit of a balance component, okay? So let's make your band into an M. Okay. And let's stay close to the chair, just in case you might need it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, put one leg in front. So I want you to kind of have a stride stance, is what we call it. So one foot is in front of the other. So it's almost like you're taking a step. Okay. Now, the closer that leg is to the front of that other leg, right? So you're almost like, as opposed to from going like this, you're like this. That's going to make it harder because it's almost like you're standing on the same line, right? Like you're walking a balance beam. Okay, so the closer your leg is in front of the other leg, the harder this is going to be. Okay, if your heel is touching that, your other foot's toe, that's the hardest it's going to be. Okay, so you can go here. You can also go a little bit here. Okay, whatever works for you. But the main thing is we're changing your base of support, which is, this is the most sturdy base of support you're going to be in for your balance. We're making it a little bit difficult, okay, for this upper body exercise. Okay, so we have our M. One leg is in front of the other. I'm going to really squeeze my bum, squeeze my abdominals, okay? I'm going to flatten the M as I open up the band, okay? Bringing it towards my chest, and my arms are straight. My arms are also below my shoulders, so they're not up here. The band is kind of right up my armpit height, okay? And then together, pull apart, shoulders down, together. Now, even in this position, I can feel my feet. There's little tiny, tiny muscles in my feet that are working double time because they're gripping the floor. My ankles are working hard too because this is definitely making me off balance. So it's challenging my balance. If you're finding your balance is not a problem, you need to make it a little bit harder. So maybe bring your feet closer together. If you're finding that this is too much, again, you can put your feet apart a little bit more. Just have that other one in front a little bit. Good, let's do 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. And good, perfect. You're gonna feel that in your shoulders. Okay, all right, let's go behind the back. Okay, let's try a chest squeeze now. So now we're going to switch legs. So the other leg is in front. Maybe this is your better leg in front. Maybe this is your worst leg. For me, this is not my better leg. Okay, so I'm going to get my other foot, like I said, kind of in a position that's making it like a stride stance. So my balance has to work quite hard. The band comes underneath my armpits like I'm toweling off. Okay, from here, right, extend your arms straight out. Again, keep them below the shoulders. Bring them together like you're clapping. And then open up. Clapping. Good. And we're breathing. And hopefully smiling. Good. Again, if the balance is hard for you, take your foot out a little bit, but still try to have it in front, slightly in front of the other one, okay? Ahead of the other one, I should say. Good. Squeezing my abdominals, squeezing my bum. That really helps my balance. Squeezing my chest. Squeezing lots. And breathing. 3 more. 2 more. And 1. Good. Whew. Roll that out. You can definitely feel that. Big time. All right, let's do one more back exercise. Let's do the back squeeze, okay? So I'm gonna grab towards the end of my band. The bands, if you've been using them for a little while in our classes or elsewhere, okay, we usually pull a lot from the middle of the bands, right? So this part of the band gets quite stretched, right? So it might be a little bit easier. So let's kind of grab towards the end of the band, and this area doesn't get stretched as much. So let's make it a little bit harder today and grab towards that end, okay? So bring your fingers together. So your index fingers are touching. That's how close your hands should be. Now again, have a seat if you need, okay? Otherwise, okay, let's bring that. Actually, let's stand on a kind of a toe. Oh, that's what we'll do. Okay, I'll just kind of make this up as I go. Can you tell? Okay, so I'm going to stand like this. Again, you can stand behind the chair as well, okay? So you can be behind the chair, so you're kind of almost leaning into the chair, okay, to kind of help you balance a little bit. Or you can sit, but I'm going to just come up onto one toe, and from here, I'm gonna pull the band apart, squeezing my shoulder blades, keeping my elbows up like a chicken, and then come down, okay? So I'm gonna open the band, squeezing my shoulder blades, and come down, okay? So as we start to get going, these arms come down, they get tired, but we actually wanna keep them up, and your hands are at about armpit height, so not too high, because if we get them up too high again, then those darn shoulders sneak up, okay? So keep them right about here, right? I'm on kind of the one tippy toe, so technically I'm on like a foot and a little bit, right? So that's challenging my balance. Good. Okay, now let's switch legs. So let's put that one down flat. Okay, and then the other one comes up. Maybe you're on the balls of your toes. Okay, or maybe you're right on your toes. All right, pull apart. Squeeze, good. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, good. 2 more. 1 more. And rest. Good. Great work. Okay, let's grab some more water. Set the bands down. Perfect. Let's keep standing though, if you're able to. Let's do some hip abduction work, okay? So we're holding onto the chair, we're standing up tall, okay? I'm just turning to the kind of your angle a little bit. And what we're gonna do is you're gonna lift your leg, heel lifts first, so your heel leads, your toes are turned forward, okay? And we're not going too high, and then we're coming down. Okay, so come here maybe. There. All right, so out and in. Okay, standing up tall, straight as a board, tall as a tree. Okay, so I'm not lifting so high that my hip comes up and I'm leaning. I don't want any of that. We're standing tall, so really my foot is only about a foot off the ground maybe. It's not lifting very high. I've done a few of these. I'm going to add some balance now, okay? So maybe I'm just holding on with a finger. Okay, maybe my other arm is out to help me balance. I might hover a little bit. Maybe my hand is just above the chair. I might really feel this in my standing leg because it's taking all my weight, right? Let's do 2 more. 1 more. And rest, shake that out. So we're working these guys, the hips, the hip abduction muscles. These are the ones that help us get in and out of the bathtub, right? Help us get in and out of the car. These are the ones too that help us climb stairs, okay? So very functional, we want to keep those ones strong. All right, switching sides. You can hold on with both hands if you want, okay? So first thing is we're going to lift with our heel. Your toe is pointed towards the front of the room and then down. So it's a small movement, but very effective. Out and in. Okay? Always get the legs going first. Then, if you feel like you can incorporate some balance into your leg exercises, then try some. Okay? Otherwise, if you're like, no, this is all I can do today, it's just really focus on what Amanda's saying, what I'm supposed to be working, and then maybe next time we do this exercise, you can add the balance part. Okay, and that's great. I'm going to add a little balance now. I'm going to maybe try a finger on the chair. Okay, I'm going to try maybe 1 or 2 hovering. Oh, that's working lots. There it is. Good. 2 more. Notice I'm going slow. Okay, you need to go slow when you're strength training. Last one. And rest. Good. Definitely feeling that one. Okay, we're going to stay on the side of the chair. we're gonna do our heel toe raises, but again, we're gonna challenge the balance a little bit today. You can kind of find the theme in this one. And we're gonna do a stride stance position of our feet instead, okay? Usually we're behind the chair and we're coming up onto our toes and rocking back onto our heels, lifting our toes, right? Today though, I want you to have that stride stance. So again, your feet can be kind of like one in front of the other, like you're gonna take a step, okay? So you can be right here, or you can be like you have one leg, okay? And those legs, those feet can be here or here, okay? So it's like I have one leg, all right? So from here, okay, I'm gonna come up onto my toes, nice and tall, again, like a tall tree. Then I'm gonna come down. As I come down, I'm gonna rock back onto my heels and I'm gonna lift my toes, both toes. Okay, rock forward, up onto your toes, nice and nice and nice and tall. Come down, rock back. When I rock back, I'm still aboard, right? I'm not sticking out my bum. I'm tucking my bum. I'm leaning back straight and I'm just lifting my toes up. Come up, lift nice and tall. Come down. Okay, I'm going to try my balance a little bit with my hand. Maybe just doing this is enough. Okay, but I'm going to try a finger. And back. Good. Okay, let's put the other foot in front. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. Again, you might have a good side and a bad side. Okay, so you can have your feet, I should say, like this, or one in front of the other, or touching. Those are kind of the three levels. So here, here, or here. Perfect. Okay, nice and tall. The other thing that helps me with my balance is focusing on something across the room that's not moving. Okay? So you wouldn't want to focus on the TV because there's always action on the TV, right? So focus on maybe a picture, or maybe you see a light or a screw in your house right now. Focus on that as you come up onto your toes, lifting your heels. As you come down, rock back and lift your toes. So I'm coming forward, I'm weight shifting onto my front feet, onto my the balls of my feet, my toes I should say. Then I'm coming down and I'm lifting my toes and my weight is on my heels. Okay, I'm going to challenge my balance a little bit. This is not easy, and it shouldn't be easy. This should be difficult, right? But we're trying it in a safe environment where you have your chair nice and close by. I've given you lots of options, so make sure you listen to your body. Okay, 2 more. Up. And it's the rocking back for me. This is the one where my balance isn't so good. And then coming up, a little bit easier to balance. And then I come down. And I gotta be careful, but I'm gonna try a little bit. Good, perfect. All right, shake that out. Grab some water. All right, let's have a seat. No, let's not. Sorry, no seat yet. But you can if you want to, okay? Let's do a little reaction time. All right. Okay. Put your band underneath your armpits again. All right, we're going to do right, left, and both, okay? So what I mean by that is if I say right, you're gonna stick out your right arm and bring it back in like a punch, left, out and in, both arms, okay? Now, if you want to take it up one more little step, little level, okay? When I say right, you can also take a step. When I say left, arm and leg. when I say both, you have a couple options here. You can do just the arms, you can step out, or you can just do a little baby hop, just a little hop. Okay, so my feet, my whole feet didn't even lift off the ground. They just went like this, like a little bunny hop, okay? So those are your options. So right, left, or both, okay? Are you ready? I'm not gonna do it with you because I'm gonna screw you up. I wish I could because I kind of like that little jump. But, okay, here we go. And if you're sitting, you can do the same thing in sitting. Sitting and stepping, okay? Left, right, left, right, both. I'm so curious if anybody did a little bit of a lift, a little bit of a hop. Right, left, left, right, both, right, left, left, right, both. Good, perfect. I hope you had fun with that. I hope you did. I can't tell if you did. Hopefully you're smiling and hopefully you had fun with the little bunny hop. Okay, put the band down. All right, let's have a seat. Okay, let's do some abdominal work before we stretch out. It's about a 50-minute class today. I usually say 50 and then I go to 55, but I'm trying hard to keep it about 50 minutes, okay? Time flies when you're having fun though, doesn't it? All right, let's sit kind of on the mid to front half of your chair so my back is not touching my backrest, okay? From here, my hands can be on my thighs, they can be across my chest, or they can be behind my head, okay? I'm gonna envision I have an orange though between my chin and my chest, okay? And I'm just holding that orange in place. That's gonna keep that neck and spine alignment, okay? Otherwise, some of us like to lift up our chin and then our neck really takes a toll there, okay? We also wanna look out on the horizon as we lean back during the exercise, not up at the ceiling, okay? I'm gonna start here, but then I'm also maybe gonna switch it up halfway and do something like this, okay? So here, here, or here. You do whatever you feel, all right? Here we go. So I'm gonna lean back. I'm not gonna touch the backrest, but I'm gonna keep my feet on the ground. I'm looking out on the horizon, and then I'm sitting up. Okay, so leaning back, looking out on the horizon, and sitting up. Good. Exhaling. Inhaling, making sure we're breathing. In the end, just breathe, okay? Don't hold your breath. Good. So we don't want to cheat and lift up our feet. Our feet want to be glued to the floor, okay? Good. I'm going to try a few like this now, just to kind of finish off. You can put your hands wherever you feel comfortable. Again, I'm not pulling on my head. My hands are just kind of placed here. Okay, that gives us a little bit of a longer lever, which makes these seated crunches a little bit harder. Good, let's do 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. Good. All right, let's give a good stretch. Okay, sit up nice and tall, shoulders down and back, drop your ear over to your shoulder. And really focusing on our breathing and all those muscles we worked today and that brain. So slowing down the breath, wanting to get oxygen to all the muscles. Good, come back. Pause in the middle, drop your ear to the other side. Good, lift those shoulders up and down and back. This is one of my faves. Good, perfect. All right, let's bring one arm across your body. The other arm comes between your shoulders and your elbow. Give it a nice squeeze. Keep those shoulders down. Don't lift that shoulder up. Keep them down. Feel a squeeze in your back, upper back into the shoulder. Rotate the wrist and the other way. Great, lift that same arm up, patting yourself on the back, gently lifting that elbow up to the roof, okay? If this is difficult, you can come behind your neck, like you're scratching the back of your neck and you're lifting your arm in and slightly up. Right now we're stretching the tricep. Good, and release, okay? Other arm across your body. Come underneath, give it a good squeeze. Shoulders down, rotate that wrist. And the other way. Still sitting on the edge of our seat, okay? Lift that arm up, pat yourself on the back, gently lift the elbow up, okay? Or come behind your neck and lift up this way. And release. All right, extend one leg out so my heel is down, my toe is up. Now you want to be sitting pretty close to the edge of your seat for this one. Hands are on your bent leg. Now we're going to lean forward, but I'm keeping my back flat and my neck and spine in line. So I know you're probably all looking up at me right now trying to see what I'm going to do next, but I actually want you to look 3 to 4 feet in front of your toe. Okay? Keep that neck and spine in alignment. Then once you feel the pull in the back of that leg, I want you to think of bringing your toes up towards your nose, keeping your heel down, and you're going to feel a stretch in the front of that shin, which is your tibialis anterior muscle, and that's the one that helps pull your toes up. So when you're walking, you're less likely to trip. You can work on getting those toes up, okay? So those heel, toe, rock back exercises we did, okay, those are really good to help with fall prevention. Good, and switch sides, other leg extended out. So my leg is slightly bent, it's never locked, okay, we never want to lock our joints. So it's a soft bend in the knee, hands are on the bent leg, and I'm going to lean forward. Again, I want to look 3 to 4 feet in front of me. And I want to focus on my breathing, slowing everything down, being thankful for your health, right, and your body, and for working out today. And then think of lifting your toes up towards your nose. Perfect. All right, we're going to turn in our seat. So one bum cheek is kind of on the chair, the other one is off. Okay, leg goes back behind you. Leg is bent or straight. Okay, shoulders down and back. You're going to lean back just slightly and then lift that same arm up. So we're stretching your hip flexors into your quads. Again, we're looking straight ahead. Arm comes down, bring your knees together, carefully, slowly, turning in your chair. Okay, extending the other leg behind, heel, your heel could be up. So the further your leg goes back, the more you're gonna feel this stretch, okay? So these are the muscles that we use when we sit and stand all day. So these ones get pretty tight on us. So shoulders and hips are facing the same direction. You're gonna lean back just a hair, and then you're gonna lift that same arm up. So you don't have to do too much to feel this stretch, because most of the time, you get pretty tight here. I haven't met somebody who isn't tight here. Good, arm comes down, knees come together, slowly, carefully turning. Let's stand up one last time. Okay, 3, actually no, let's open up our arms and come across. Give yourselves a good squeeze. Open them again. Squeeze, big hugs, one more, open and squeeze, and we'll end with 3 big breaths. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, one more, up and down. Great work today. Thanks again for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the class. I hope your head doesn't hurt too much. Make sure you drink lots of water and enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.